Hi, Marisol. How are you? It's really good to see you.
Hi, Ali. Yes, I'm really well. I'm happy to see you today.
How's the farm? How's everything over there?
Well, the farm here right now, it's really rainy in the cloud forest. Is the winter. So this is the kind of weather that we get at this time of the year. So we're really busy planting coffee, taking care of different crops, fruit trees, and just really going crazy with all the planting.
So lovely. So please tell me a little bit about yourself for everybody who is here with us today.
Okay, my name is Marisol Gallegos, and I was born in Guayaquil. It's the biggest city in Ecuador by the coast. And I applied for a scholarship to go to university in the US, and I had the great opportunity to go there. And I got the scholarship, and I studied biology and environmental science there, and then lived in the US for several years. And then I came back to Ecuador to try to accomplish my dream of living in a farm in the forest. And here I am. So I live here in the northern part of Ecuador in the cloud forest.
Would you share a little bit more about the cloud forest?
Yes, yeah, it's a very unique place. We are at 1,800 meters of altitude, and we are in what's called the cloud forest because it's mainly covered by clouds most of the year. And in this place, because of the weather, you can find very special microclimates and endemic species of plants and animals here. And the community is a very small community. It's about 50 families and about 150 people in total. Everybody knows each other. Uh, we all work together to do maintenance of the roads, and when there are festivities in the village, we all come out together and bring food and share.
And what brought the women together for this project that we're going to talk about today?
I always wanted to work with the local women, so these are all my neighbors, and we met and started talking about our businesses and projects that we want to have in this community. So we started very spontaneously meeting, and then COVID hit on 2020, and then around that time, um, we saw that it was necessary to join forces to um, be able to have a better economy locally. And I presented this idea to the group, and the women were very excited to apply for a grant. And because each woman had an idea in their heads of what they want to do. And through having a little bit of economical support, they could really be successful. When we apply for this grant, we had regular meetings, and we all sit in a circle, and each woman shares what they want to do, what their vision is, and we all get to give each other feedback about what we are presenting. So that has been really wonderful and very enriching.
To kind of go back to those who don't know about this specific project, um, the primary focus is having environmentally friendly income generating activities that can also be opportunities for future generations. And so one thing which maybe you can touch on is there's a lot of different threats that are making it difficult not only to make a living, but to continue living in the valley and in the community. So before we continue, I'm curious if you could share just a little bit about that.
Always the vision of the collective has been to preserve the cloud forest. Because there are several threats in the valley, and one of those is mining. And there are several Canadian and Chinese mining companies that have come to this area looking for to exploit copper, silver, and gold, mainly copper. So when there is a need for an income, some of the people go to work for these mining companies, or they have to leave to the cities. So the youth, especially. So that has been one of the challenges that the community faces and that the women want to be able to solve.
And I believe it's about 3,000 acres of primary forest are protected because of the women entrepreneurs staying in the community and staying on their land and having an income, which is really beautiful. So this group received 2 grants over 3 years of $11,000, and this has supported 10 women in developing small businesses, ecotourism, and other environmentally friendly businesses over those past 3 years. So can you tell me a little bit more about the businesses that have been either created or developed because of this project?
Yes, when we started, we had 5 women, and the projects were an edible cricket farm, agroecology, guinea pig racing farm, pig and quails, and ecotourism cabins. Now we have expanded. The collective keeps growing. Now we have 10 women and possibly 12 next year. And the activities are similar. They are focused always on ecotourism, agroecology, or small animal racing, which are our main 3 pillars. And the women have decided that these are the 3 main activities that we want to develop on.
And so this group has also contributed a total of $3,564 dollars of community co-investment. And so when we talk about community co-investment, that means that the community is contributing not only cash, but also in-kind resources, which is really important to recognize. As part of the community co-investment, there is a portion of it that is in cash. So could you tell us a little bit about where that came from and how that was organized?
Yes, the collective has a group or collective saving box. So each woman puts monthly a certain amount of money in this box. So each woman uses that cash to reinvest in their project.
Wanted to ask, now that it's 3 years later since we began the first application, what does the community impact look like?
It has changed a lot because each woman now has their own project that they have invested in, and they manage their own more formal project or little business. The women have gotten involved, their children now. Some of the teenagers mainly, they come out to the fairs, and sometimes they substitute their moms when they can't come. So it feels like it is passing on to the children now and the community. I have seen on my in the collective and my friends and neighbors, all these women are my neighbors, and I speak for myself too. We have empowered ourselves. We are able to speak up what we think more. I think that having your own small project gives you the choice to manage the money and make choices. There are a couple of women in the group, Maria, Norma. They're they speak a lot more now, in the meetings we have, not only in the collective, but also in the community, about our beliefs, about what goals we have and where we want to see the community go.
It's so inspiring how the group defines success. Since the first day after you had done the project application and really united under this vision that you had for the Valley and the communities, I find it so inspiring how it's about being community rich and nature rich and seeing this success as not a linear economic type success that oftentimes coming from the Western world, I was taught was development, right? And it's seeing it in a circular way, seeing this harmony between your water sources, your food sources, and your humans all working together instead of it being one over the other. And I think that your group and the women, everybody speaks about it in their own very beautiful way when I've sat down and talked to you all. And seeing that this opportunity for economic success is not just for one person to be making money, but for your future generations to continue stewarding the land. I wanted to kind of reflect that back because I found that to be such a beautiful part of the work that you're doing there and the leadership that you've been doing as well as a leader of the group, leading from behind and not so much saying, oh, it's Marisol's group. You know, it's so much a group activity, and that is because of your leadership. I want to thank you so much for everything that you do in the community and in the Valley, and also with us, you know, as a friend, as a coworker, as a partner with World Connect. I appreciate it a lot.
Mm, thank you, Ali. I really believe the women are a key factor in the change, for positive change in the world and in this valley, to preserve the forest, to make each family sustainable. And now the children are getting involved. You know, we see a future in this. So we're very happy, and it has been wonderful to be part of this World Connect experience. And we also thank you guys for all your support and for being our partners in these projects.